Hello everybody and welcome back to the build of the Dart 250G, which every time I say that reminds me of either Snoop Dogg, who spells his name out in every song, or Ali G, both of which I find rather funny. Now of course this was a normal plane, or we were doing this as a just sort of a flying wing. You basically put those in, connect it to the receiver, and it's done. It's very much built for you. Even if you have an FPV camera, if you get one of the V400 or V4000, whatever it is that comes with this, you tape it in there, you put the lead free, you connect it to this connector, you put a battery in, receiver, do all the other stuff, and you're ready to go. Obviously, slight complication with mine is the fact that I got the full plug and play version. We're going to be putting in the ZOHD Copilot. I do have a couple of these on the shelf somewhere, but I haven't actually put them in the model, hence the fact they are still on the shelf, I suppose. Sorry, I was just thinking, what's in that bag? And it's a FY40 full, FY41 full edition. So, yes, now because this is a ZOHD Autopilot, and this is a ZOHD or ZOHD model, it does have quite a few nifty features. For example, there's already a pre-cut hole roughly here for the GPS to go. This plate here is bang on the size for that. And yeah, other things. In terms of like plugging this all together, it basically only plugs in as it should. There's no like extra leads or anything. You have to wonder if these are meant to fit. One thing I will say is that the GPS and the GPS connection on the board are different. So I first looked into how the hell is this supposed to fit in here, because it's too small. Small end goes to this, big end goes to this. And for anyone wondering, this is a relatively standard GPS unit, so you can buy them again if you damage it or burn it out somehow. Then you've got a cable that has, so that's for PWM signals, and that's for S-bus, and you have to use both. So basically these go across all your signal pins, and then this will go in. It's sort of like that. So you see that 4 pin goes across all the signal pins, and then the S-bus pin goes on the last signal pin and power. And then of course you have this board thing, which I'm supposed does many interesting things that I haven't worked out yet. And that probably won't stick in the plane. I'll probably disconnect it from the cable. Leave the cable in because you don't really upset this every time. But disconnect this just to remove the weight. Comes with a sticky pad, a screwdriver, the instruction book or instruction leaflet, and a ZOHD sticker. And as I say, you basically use everything that's in the box, so it's just keep plodding things together, really. So the other thing that I've got to really think about doing with this is where I'm going to put the receiver, which is going to be one of these, what are they called? R9mm or R9 Mini or whatever they are, because you've got a camera here, you've got the GPS here, and a speed controller. I don't really know where to put the 433 aerial. Could have it like around here somewhere, or probably there's nowhere to really put them in the wings. There's no pre-cut out bays like the big one has or anything like that. I may have a quick look at some of the videos just to see where people have put them, because because I'm using a standard kit, should be fine. May end up poking it through that air hole, having it there. But again, because it's 900, so 433 is not going to have issues with the GPS. But yeah, we'll see how we get on, I suppose. I've got some 3S 1300s upstairs that are like a few years old, but never been used and been on storage charge, so fingers crossed they'll at least fly it, and then if I'm happy with it I can go to the expense of buying new ones if they're not good enough. And I think they come with this type of connection, so I might just, because these are the smaller, you can see that, is it going to focus? Yep, XT30Us of course, so that they melt if you undo them, so you can't do them again, basically, is the idea, from my understanding. So those batteries come with those connections on, so I'll just either buy or make up some, because I have to buy the connectors anyway, I'll just buy the leads, some XT30 charging leads. But yes, we will, first things first is to sort of temporarily assemble the plane itself, and we'll try and work out where to put this receiver, because then I can solder a suitable wire on it for programming. But yes, we'll be back in a moment. Okay, so I've more or less assembled the model, because I was trying to work out where to put this little tiny receiver. Let me actually Sorry, hell. Oh, I'll deal with it later. And what I'm deciding I'm going to do is I'm going to have the receiver in here and put that over here. And I'm about to run out of battery, which is annoying. So yeah, that will go there. I wish they did some antennas that didn't have this plastic bit on that were sort of lighter, so I could get it more into this corner. I'm probably going to put that there, have that run up the tail here, and then load everything from there. But I need to go get another battery, I suppose. Right, so a fresh battery is in the camera, and we're ready to actually do some soldering. So we're going to be soldering on this cable, which has very thin wires, which is why I like it for this kind of stuff, compared to like a normal servo cable, if I can do a sort of comparison there for you. So if we try not to set things on fire, sort of bring these two in together. So as you can see, the middle pin is going to be ground. We then have voltage underneath. This is the right way up. You can see that 4 pin just sticking out behind the sticker there. So the voltage, of course, goes underneath. We're then going to connect signal to S port, F port for now. And then once we've got it programmed to the right firmware off my radio, we then move it across to S bus. And then what we're obviously going to have to do on here is cut off this connection, put on a female one. It just makes it easier for doing stuff overall. And then once that's done, this can just be unplugged, plugged into there, and ready to go. It can also be taken out very easily and swapped. Again, just one pin over with a soldering iron to then reprogram the firmware if I ever want to in the future. But yes, that is what we're going to do for now. A couple of things I will also mention. The wings in this went together really, really well. And they really will cut. So tape would probably be fine, but I'm going to glue it. But because of how tight everything is, I'm probably going to use very thin glue, possibly even thin super glue, put it in and then welly them together, possibly one side at a time to make sure I really properly do it. And go from there. The prop was on just to see whereabouts it would go for prop wash wise, and that's why I've decided to run the antenna up there once it's all sorted out. But yeah, let's get on with some soldering. Currently just flashing it now. Okay, so apologies for the 3D print in the background, but the receiver is all soldered up, soldered to our new wire we've made for this. So now I'm actually going to assemble the plane. So I'm going to remove the tape, make sure that's rod is all the way in that wing. I'm going to remove both bits of tape, but I'm also going to run a fillet of glue in here and then slap it together, and then we'll move on to the second wing.